I think that Mr. Trudeau, Justin, is very bright. He's in his 40s. That's a young age to be a politician, but he's very bright.
Frank, he's a lot of things. He's not very bright. He's a wonderful man.
I think he's bright. Billy, I'm sorry. I don't think he was a great speaker. I think he did not follow his handlers, and then he became. Barack Obama's a very good speaker because he reads his speeches.
Oh, I don't care if he reads his speeches or not. He's a very bright man.
I'm saying that Justin Trudeau's a very bright man. He did not read his speeches. I think that his intellectual ability and his intelligence came out in the last 3 months, and that's why he slapped Mulcair right into oblivion and beat Stephen Harper at his own game, and the Green Party ended up with 1 seat. And you know what was bizarre to me, Billy, is listening to the leader of the Green Party from British Columbia give a speech. She got 1 seat, and she kept saying the word we.
She's fraudulent.
Should have said she. She got 1 seat. There's no we. There's just she.
Let's hope the federal Liberals do a much better job than the Ontario Liberals, because that's a joke.
Well, we'll all find out.
Let's not deviate like you usually do and piss me off at the beginning.
Sorry.
Mr. Norman, I'm talking about the federal elections. Today, there's a new prime minister. It won't be for the next 10 days until he gets sworn in, or in the United States to say inaugurated. But I think that he was very eloquent in his speech last night. I think today he's handling it. He walked among the people to thank them and surprise them. It wasn't a setup. I mean, it's a setup. I mean, there's cameras, but he just walked in and didn't announce it. When I say setup, I mean that Hollywood thing where they stage people and bring them around. I think this guy's going to do good, and I believe he's surrounded himself with some very serious people.
I agree, Frank. I agree, but don't ever tell me he's smart.
I think he's very smart. I think he's very smart. He might have some immaturities, as we all do, and I believe he's going to be a great leader for one of the greatest countries in the world.
Well,
you're almost right.
Yeah, like I say, I haven't heard any statements from him on foreign policy, and
he does not foreign, but don't be a fucking grim reaper,
Frank,
Norman.
I don't know
hypothesize. We don't know yet. Harper was very young and was very immature 10 years ago. He was almost Justin Trudeau's age when he basically beat Preston Manning, who was I would say, one of the founding fathers of his party. He was smart enough to engage the progressive conservatives who limped, and there was nothing left of them. So the alliance amalgamated, and like Billy said, and Billy knows his stuff, there is no progressive conservatives in the federal, it's the conservatives. And Stephen Harper was very smart enough at basically the same age as Justin Trudeau to create the alliance, and he was the alliance, and they switched their name to an older brand, which was the Conservatives, and dropped Progressive. And he basically almost became a dictator, because if he would have won another 5 years, that's 15 years in power.
Yeah, well, like I say, I mean, congratulations to him on winning, but I'm like...
Before you judge him, Norman, because you're like the fucking Dr. Kevorkian of motivational speakers.
Frank, I'm like those folks in Missouri. Show me. Show me. And then we can talk about how...
Yeah, so let them show you before you talk.